Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever or whenever you may be, this is the overnight. I am DM Foss, and joining me tonight is Candace. How you doing, Candace?
Doing all right tonight.
Thanks for staying up with us. I am Baron. How you doing, Baron?
Doing great.
Um,
Couldn't be better.
Tonight we don't really have a topic. Just kind of whatever anybody wants to talk about, we can talk about. So, what's new with you guys?
In the market for a new gun,
What are you thinking about getting?
the Beretta 92X decocker only. Found one for like 580.
Not bad. New or used?
Brand new, comes with two 18-round mags.
Better get it fast.
Well, I got a new handgun. Picked it up last Saturday, I think.
Your Canic. Have you had a chance to take it out and shoot it yet?
Not yet. I had things to get to, but I mean, I've taken it out of the box. It looks like it's in good condition. It came with the 12-round mag, flush fit, and I put the pinky extension on it, and it came with 5 of the 15-round extended mags.
That's a lot of mags.
It's a lot of mags.
Yeah, and that's your first handgun, isn't it?
Yep.
At least the first one you've bought. Congratulations. If I had a clapping sound clip, I'd play it. Yeah, I've never. I've never shot a Canic before, but everybody that talks about them seems to really like them.
Well, from what I've taken apart, looked at, and seen, if you've shot a P99C, you've shot the Canic IO.
I'm going to be right back. I forgot to turn the furnace off. I don't think you guys can hear it, but I can hear it, and it's annoying for me. So keep talking. I'll be right back.
Looks like we got 2 viewers out there at the moment. We got Sergeant Joe Smith and G-Webs. I could be wrong, though. They might have left already. And apparently he wants Mr. Foss to do that Ask Mr. stuff. Did I read that right? As Mr. stuff. So he can fall a slurp. So, how was your background check? Did it clear pretty fast?
Oh yeah, it cleared by the time I could get the ammo for it.
That's good. Took me 2 weeks, my first time getting a handgun. I was like, you can release it. There's, it's past the period. And they're like, no, we're not doing it. Just made me wait.
I always wonder why they don't just release it. Like, they have no legal liability when they do that.
They'll still get fried on the news if I turned out to be a evil guy, though.
Makes sense, I
This
guess.
gun store released the gun to a felon when his background check had not cleared yet. Something like that. But yeah, it's stupid.
Gunmetal guy's asking what the hell happened to the last hour. They stole it from you. The government is always taking from the citizens.
Yeah, why is that even a thing anymore?
I don't know. There's been talk of getting rid of it. Hasn't really gone anywhere, and now there's talk of making it permanent, where it's that 1 hour ahead all the time, which I'm fine with either being standard or being the daylight, just one or the other and leave it.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to me. I mean, if you have a job that depends on daylight, maybe just change the hours, I guess. You're doing it anyway.
I've never paid attention. When you're working nights and it jumps an hour, do you get paid for that hour?
Not unless, well, I can't speak for every job, but usually not unless you're there. But let me go through and say hello to people on the chat. DJ was out there. Sergeant Jill Smith. Gun websites. There we go. Gunmetal Guy USA. Men of Tupperware. Yeah, he's saying a lot of Ohio's current General Assembly wants to do away with daylight savings. What is it? Which state doesn't observe it? Isn't there one state that doesn't?
I think it's down south, west, isn't it?
Oh, I was thinking like Arizona, but
Yeah, Arizona, Nevada, one of those.
I don't remember.
Sounds sort of annoying. I'd rather not change it than be different from every other surrounding state.
DJ saying Hawaii and Arizona.
Yeah, Hawaii probably doesn't get affected, right?
Well, they're like 3-4 hours behind Pacific time.
Well, I mean, where they are on the equator. Like, are their days any longer or any shorter?
I don't know.
You wouldn't think so, but I could be wrong.
Sergeant Joe Smith is saying the rest of the world. But yeah, I definitely would be fine with it going away. So what do we want to talk about?
I got an idea. Do you want to talk about price gouging on magazines?
Yeah,
That's a fun topic.
maybe in a general sense we could discuss it.
Oh, yeah, I would be very general.
And
Let's
DJ,
say,
I sent you a link if you want to jump in. I was
we
kind of
don't have to go
wondering
over the
about
whole
that.
situation in Washington, but there's a lot of high capacity mags coming in right now because there's a big need for them. Because we got a deadline July 1st to get them in.
Yeah, I was wondering if some places would do that.
Price gouge.
would price gouge because they're going to go away, but then there's the risk of them getting stuck with whatever they don't sell.
I wouldn't mind that. Like if you're charging, let's just pull out a random number. Let's say like $35 for a $15 magazine. Yeah, I wouldn't care if you got stuck with those. Just a pet peeve of mine. I mean, I'm not a communist, but when you're selling for more than double the MSRP, yeah, I kind of got a problem with that.
Yeah, and that's his right. He can charge whatever he wants.
Did you just gender this theoretical person?
Well, if it's in the English language, the unknown sexes, you use the male.
I don't speak English. I speak American.
But they, Z, whatever. Whoever can charge whatever they wish, but I don't have to shop there.
It's definitely not a long-term strategy. Price gouging. Like, cheaper than dirt? Are they ever going to live down what they did? Like where they stop a shipment that's almost at your house, they bring it back, and then they're like, yeah, we're keeping those, and we're going to charge more.
Well, people still shop there. So.
Yeah.
They'll probably do it again if enough people start buying them up in Washington. I think they do it again.
Gunmetal guy saying, I imagine no one took our plea to buy local magazines and support local before price gouging started.
I can't speak for everyone, but I see a lot of people buying online.
It honestly depends on your local shop. I mean, if a lot of places around here will sell PMags for $30 a piece anyway, it's just completely ridiculous. I like supporting our local shop because he'll get bulk ammo in and he'll sell it to customers. Like you can buy a 50-round box at the same price per round as if you were to order it online. And that's not including shipping. So
Sergeant Joe Smith says he wants to be addressed as an attack helicopter gender. Which attack helicopter would you like to be addressed as?
Well, it's got to be an Apache, right?
I don't know. Apache's not the only one. So,
What do you think, a Huey?
oh, Hueys are loud and proud. If you ever heard one. When they fly over your house, it sounds like your house is going to fall down. Do, 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 do.
Yeah, I'm all stocked up for mags. Luckily, I don't have to get anything crazy. But I did buy some mags for the Beretta that I'm looking at getting because I didn't have any.
Yeah, he's saying AH-64 longbow or Super Cobra.
Oh, I was wrong.
In high school, I sat in a Cobra, and they are very skinny. I had to kind of wedge myself in.
I should definitely stock up on mags just in case when I get the funds for it.
And the key, if you ever sell the gun, don't sell the mags.
Holy crap. Men of Tupperware is saying fin, feather, and fur are usually $30 PMags as their regular price.
Wow, fuck that.
But it says Gen 2 for $10, and so Gen 1s are $30. Gen 3 and 4 $13.
So what's the difference? I'm not a big plastic magazine guy.
Gen 3 or 4 has the window.
So you can count your crayons.
Yeah. I think I have all Gen 2. That's what I mostly have, PMags. PMags and Duramags, and I think I might have 1 or 2 C-Mags.
I have a Gen 2 and Gen 3, I think. I think either the 4 is windowed or each generation has a windowed version. Because between 2 and 3, the difference I saw was the magazine well stop.
Oh.
Like, have you seen that on any of yours? It has like that little rib on the back of it to stop it from going too far in the mag well, supposedly.
Oh yeah, over inserting and damaging the feed lips or something.
Could be it, but you can't use those magazines in a lot of other weapons. It takes Stanag magazines. Like the Beretta RX has a really long mag well, so you can't really use the newer PMags in those.
Yeah, I think mine are all Gen 2.
I've seen videos of them failing under extreme heat. But yet we used them over in Afghanistan, so it's confusing. I don't get it.
Men of Tupperware is saying Gen 4 has a window. Gen 3 has a better follower.
I didn't pay attention to the follower too much. I know they're different color between mine. I didn't know they improved the geometry, but I guess that makes sense.
I haven't had any problems, but I'm not doing tactical hardcore stuff with mine.
Well, I
That's
told
the only
you
reason
all.
to have 30-round mags, though. What are you doing?
I told you all months ago about a certain company I bought their branded mags from, and like 4 out of 10 of them had to be taken apart to work.
We can name them, right? That okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
I bought the Palmetto State Armory branded D&H magazines.
What type of an asshole would recommend that? That wasn't me, was it?
Nobody recommended it. I saw them on sale and bought it.
Okay, I don't feel bad then, because I was posting those links.
Oh yeah, I bought it like a while ago.
Sergeant Joe Smith is asking, do you keep your extra mags loaded? Does it hurt the springs? I keep some loaded. I don't keep them all loaded. I don't have a shit ton of mags.
I don't have enough ammo for the mags.
But I keep 3, 6. There's probably just for the 5.56. There's probably a dozen of them that are loaded, and from everyone that I've heard talk about them, it's okay to keep them loaded. It's the compression and decompression that wears them out. Not, if you keep it in one state or the other, it doesn't hurt it like compressing and uncompressing.
Are you telling me Paul Harrell doesn't know what he's talking about?
Didn't he? I thought he said it was fine. Keeping them.
No,
loaded.
he said not to leave your mags loaded.
From what I saw, poorly made magazines, you can have over compression if you load them all the way. So if you have good magazines, I guess it's not a problem. But also, if you're cramming a 31st round in your PMag, that's probably not going to help the springs too much.
DJ's asking how many mags is a shit ton.
Is that for me?
Yeah, I was gonna say shit ton is kind of moving into barren territory.
If I was to load all my magazines, I'd probably need over 9,000 rounds. Easily. So that's not going to happen. Not now, anyway.
Trying to think. I forget how many of those mags I sold. Someone wanted aluminum magazines. I was like, these are broken. They're like, yeah, I'll buy them.
Oh, I had a couple Witness, 10 folio Witness mags for that compact that I had. And I had to take those apart and clean them to get them to even work. And then they still needed to kind of break in a little bit.
Well, it's a good thing you told me about that because I almost bought one of those.
Well, it was a pretty good gun until it stopped being pretty good. And that happened in under 1,000 rounds. So that's why I didn't make a video slamming it. Just, I don't know. It didn't seem right. I had problems with it, but I don't know if everybody, I hadn't seen really anybody else talk about problems, but not a lot of people are talking about the steel compact 10 millimeter.
Yeah.
Everyone has the polymer, the carry one, and they all love theirs.
In my opinion, not enough people trash the TSOS handguns.
No, I haven't.
I've never used one.
Yeah,
Remember that high power clone Yankee got a little while back? He had to replace just about every single part in it to get it to function.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. How much money did he sink into that thing?
A lot. Those guns are expensive too. I shot one of their 1911s. First time I shot it, the safety plunger fell out. It fell out the side. It wasn't held in really at
not
all.
very safe.
The next time I shot it, I was getting little metal chunks spitting back in my face.
Yeah, I think that when the spring broke on that Witness, the day that it happened, the guy in the stall next to us got hit in the face with something, and it cut his cheek. And I think it was from my spring. And I didn't realize the
God
spring
damn.
was broken until I took it apart to clean it. And then I realized, it may be a chunk of this that hit him.
Allegedly, if he's out there listening.
Sorry, and allegedly.
I have a theory about why no one complains about that gun. It is possible most people have not put 1,000 rounds of 10 millimeter through their their copy. That is possible.
Yeah. Sergeant Joe Smith is asking, anyone here gone through the ATF crap and got a suppressor? I have. And they are fun and wicked awesome.
I would rather have SBR if I was going to fill out the paperwork, but that's just me.
Gunmetal Guy USA is asking, how many magazines do you need for your EDC gun?
In Washington or in America?
I think he just means in general.
I'd have at least 10 for me. I wouldn't carry 10, but
Yeah, what is this question? How many mags for when you're carrying it, or just in general?
Well, every handgun I have can be carried, so I treat it as a carry gun. I only have three mags per gun, per handgun.
man, that's come July, if one breaks, you're only going to have 2.
Yeah. I'm willing to risk it.
Are you guys allowed to get springs for them?
Nope.
Are you
Depends
allowed?
who you ask.
Are you allowed to make springs?
Nope.
From my reading, you can, and you can also buy them. You cannot buy every part to make a full magazine, but you can buy individual parts. So if your follower breaks, you should be able to buy a follower. If your spring breaks, you should be able to buy a spring. But you can't buy a rebuild kit.
Yeah, if they're specifically, specifically is mentioning the kits, it's because they saw Colorado.
Yeah,
that's the whole magazine, just not put together.
I have been told I'm wrong though, so not legal advice. I agree with G-Webs. 10 mags per gun at least. If you live in Washington, I'd say 30 for a handgun.
Gunmetal Guy said he's not going to move here.
How do you guys feel about 9mm rifles?
I don't really ever think about them. So
I love the idea, unless somebody wants to suppress it, then it makes 0 sense. Try to get one that's subsonic with a 16-inch barrel.
I was thinking of at some point doing the suppressor and a SBR stamp on one of those MP5K clones.
There you go.
AAF, American Ammo and Firearms, is out there. Good morning.
Because I definitely want a pistol caliber carbine at some point, but I don't think a lot of them take Canik mags.
What I did was I did an AR-9 with Colt Uzi mags, the one they had for the AR-9. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's the ones that are like
converted Uzi mag, but
straight up and down.
Yeah, they're ugly, but they feed better. They're double feed, and they're pretty cheap.
Yeah, MP5 mags are double feed, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
DJ saying he has 5 for several and 3 for the rest. I don't carry any with the. I don't carry any with the one it holds. I don't always carry extra rounds when I carry my revolvers. I don't carry an extra mag for my semi-autos, but I will carry speed loaders if I carry my revolver.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm carrying. If I have a 1911, I might have 5 mags on me. But that's not that much ammo. That's 40 rounds.
The reason I'm going for the MP5 clone is because someday, before I die, I will get one of those transferable trigger packs.
How much do those run?
Last time I checked, they were like 40 to 50 grand.
Ouch.
Jesus.
Might be better to just get a SOT and a FFL for a year or something. It'd be cheaper.
Would be cheaper. Maybe when I retire or something, I don't know. Retire
Do
and
one of
open up a
those.
machine gun range.
Yeah, machine gun rental place. There's good money. Just got to buy new barrels.
Gunmetal Guy says if it doesn't take Glock mags, it's not American.
I didn't know Glock was American. I did see the Strybog. Who makes that? B&T? They're coming out with one that takes Glock mags. I'm like, why?
Really?
Yeah. I guess they're admitting that their mags are no good. I don't know.
Strybog is like a B&T knockoff, I guess. There is Grand Power. That is the
Grand
brand
Power.
that makes the Strybog. They also make the Grand Power handguns, which are the other handgun with the rotating barrel. But I was always skeptical of buying one, not because I think they're poor quality. I honestly don't know. I've just never seen one in a store. So that makes me wonder how hard it is going to be to get parts and things for it.
Yeah, same. I try to buy stuff that's made here when I
Yeah.
can.
The Canic was nowhere near my first choice, but the opportunity presented itself and I needed to help someone out.
I think my first handgun was it a Ruger Blackhawk in 357 Magnum. It took over 2 weeks to clear. It was a it was a pain in the ass.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never had that experience with the background check. It's always like 5 minutes or so and I'm cleared to go.
That's the way it used to be here. Before 1639.
Oh yeah, do you have like your own background check or?
Yeah, the FBI said they weren't going to do the NICS for us anymore. So,
Oh.
It's because we're so cool, right? Here.
so it's all done in state by the state patrol. And well, your local, whoever your local law enforcement is who it goes to, and then it's run through the state patrol. For here where I live, it's usually 3, maybe 4 days. So it's, and this is relatively speaking, not bad. And then the shop, after 10 days, the shop can release it. Not every shop will. Cabela's won't. But the shop I normally go to, they will. That's one of the reasons I go there.
Yeah, I haven't bought a handgun since 1639 passed. Allegedly.
gunmetal guy saying his supervisor just texted his boss to find out if they were getting paid for hour change, and no, was offered a choice of working an extra hour.
See, it should even out, right? Because what, we're losing an hour or we're gaining an hour?
We're losing an hour this time.
But it should even out with the other time, right?
Yeah.
If they didn't pay you for the last one and they paid you for this one, it would even out.
The
Yeah,
easier
but that's
way,
6 months apart.
the easy way to remember the time changes as spring forward in the spring, fall back in the fall.
That's too complicated for this hour of night.
Fair enough.
We got MCK out there. Good morning. Saying day 2 of 3 is done. All right.
Day 2 of 3 of what?
Oh, don't ask, don't tell. Well,
Yeah, I
he's
had a hard
getting-
enough time doing the calculation for 30-round magazines. Just had to times it by 3. Couldn't even do that.
Whatever it is, he's getting it done. He's in work. M. Gabriel's out there. Good morning. Yeah, I kind of, when you were talking about the 9mm rifles, I kind of want one of the Beretta CX4 Storms.
Those do look really neat. From what I saw, they have, I forget what their sight radius is like.
Can you imagine
But-
how awesome it'll be with a 10-round mag?
I mean, after that ban, anything I would buy there would either be, something 4570 or a 50 Beowulf or something like that.
Something that goes ping. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to suck.
For those who may not know, this is the CX4 Storm.
Now, I might get a 92X at some point and get one of those rifles to go with it.
And it does not take Glock mags.
Sadly, no.
Yeah, I heard that thing works good for Cylons.
Oh, it comes in 40. Even better.
Comes in 9x21. Didn't know that. But are they available here?
9x21 is like, that's for other countries where 9mm NATO is banned.
I've never seen them in a local shop.
Well, yeah, that's because it's like other countries, a lot of South American countries and Middle Eastern countries, they ban any calibers that are in common use by the military. So that 9x21 is a 9x19, and the case is just a little bit longer, and that's it. They changed it just enough so that it would be illegal there. There's really no discernible difference.
Wouldn't theoretically a 9x19 work in that gun then?
I don't know. All I know is they changed the dimensions just ever so slightly.
Because like if they outlawed guns in 40 and everyone bought a 10 mil, then they could still shoot 40 in them. Theoretically.
Theoretically, yes. I've always liked the look of the Beretta rifles.
How much do they run? What's the MSRP now that you closed it?
Damn it. Let me go back to the page.
I always love talking about how you got different guns in movies because a lot of them seem really inappropriate for the task.
I don't think it's on their website.
I remember being so excited to watch that Doom Annihilation movie, and I couldn't stop laughing. The main antagonist was carrying a Walther P-22.
What was he going up against? Demons?
Yeah, she was blowing, golf ball sized holes in demons with a P-22. It's kind of funny.
$8.99 MSRP.
Oh, that's not bad. So it's like probably get it for like $7.20 in a store if you're lucky.
That's cheaper than I thought. The ARX is kind of expensive.
Yeah, MCK saying he works 12, so 3 12s on, 4 days off.
Oh, that's a glorious schedule. I'm envious. I used to love working 12-hour shifts. I used to do 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Sergeant Joe Smith says his job sucks. He sleeps till 9 a.m. Watch TV or YouTube, waiting for customers. Grill steaks for lunch. Only make 2,000 to 3,000 a week. He works for himself. If you don't know,
Drug dealer?
Small engine repair.
That's what we're calling it now. Okay.
M. Gabriel is asking, doesn't both 9x21 and 9x19 head space on the case mouth?
It should. It definitely should. Same with 40. You're not supposed to shoot 40 in a 10, but people do it. And then you're head spacing off the extractor. But theoretically, since it's lower pressure than the 10 mil, should do less damage. Right? Like if you're head spacing off an extractor with a 10 millimeter, you're in deep shit.
Yes. Sergeant Joe Smith is saying change oil on lawnmowers. That's what he does. DJ was asking if you're driving across the time zone and that time change happens, do you gain an hour of pay? Usually you just get paid for the physical hours you work, regardless of what time it is, if you're paid by the hour. If you're salary, you're getting screwed.
Yeah, if you're on salary, you're always getting screwed.
Yes.
That's the way it works. Oh, we need you to work 7 12-hour shifts this week. Is that okay? Yeah, fine. Thanks.
That'd be great.
Here, I'm sharing a image. It's the dimensional differences between 9x19, 9x21.
Hmm.
So if I'm thinking correctly, it's the same projectile too.
This reminds me of 460 Roland. It's basically the same overall length, but the case is longer and the bullet is seated further in.
Could you imagine if you threw something with 460 Roland power in a normal barrel?
You'd probably only do it once. But yeah. I need to get one of those.
Yeah, it looks fun, but definitely that is something I would only do once I have the resources to reload.
Yeah, because you could use the same projectiles for 45 Colt.
Yeah, I would probably just use like hard cast ammo.
Yeah, and they're not that expensive if you do the 1911. The Glock is a little bit more expensive, but I think it's only like $300 for the conversion.
I wonder if they make a conversion for the Baby Eagle in 45.
Yeah, the Glock conversions are like $500. The conversion is the price of a Glock.
Yeah.
I know that a Glock plus the $500. I'd rather just get a 44 Magnum at that point.
Doesn't Rock Island make a aluminum frame Glock? Am I wrong?
They do make an aluminum framed Glock clone based on the Gen 3 Glock.
Yeah,
Um,
I wouldn't want a polymer 460 Roland. Not sure I would trust it. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but
gunmetal guys asking for bullet points on the magazine ban. So basically, it just after July 1st, prohibits the sale or transfer of 30-round magazines or magazines over 10 rounds.
yeah, so you won't be able to buy them because people won't be able to sell them. But from what I read, they didn't outlaw buying, which is odd.
I'd have to go back and look at it because they basically gutted the original bill, which was
Atrocious.
yes, it was way bad. So it's still bad, but it's not as bad as it could have been, where you had to lock them in a separate container, unloaded from your firearm when you're traveling.
It was fun to hear Yankee talk about how he was going to carry around like 33 round mags sticking out of shoulder holsters just to piss people off.
So that's basically what the bill ended up being. It's just you can't sell or transfer. So you can't.
Or import.
Yeah. But you can. Any existing mag is grandfathered in.
And theoretically, you'll be able to repair them. So it's kind of like musical chairs. Come July 1st, you're going to be stuck with what you got.
Yeah.
Here, I'm sharing the image. It's the aluminum Nada Glock from Arms Corps Rock Island. Doesn't look that bad, in my opinion.
No, it looks pretty nice. And I bet you it's affordable, too.
Yeah, I don't know how much it is. I'll look, see what the MSRP on it is.
And I bet they don't have that Glock rail. They probably have a 1913.
MCK is asking, where is this new ban? Washington State. They passed a few gun laws, anti-gun laws, in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Not fun, but it is what it is.
We
I
used
did
to
everything
have
I could.
we used to have a mag ban here. The limit was 30 plus 1 rounds. You couldn't have any more than that.
See, that's I was about to say reasonable,
You
but
can
it's all comparative.
you can buy, you could have bought and possessed the magazines too. You just couldn't put it in a firearm. Okay, so the STK 100, the MSRP is $4.99.
I don't know about it all.
But then again, their guns usually sell for way below MSRP. I know some brands sell way lower than MSRP, like a lot of Ruger's polymer handguns sell way below MSRP.
Yeah, you're probably getting it for under $4.
And it seems the last couple of years, the Rock Islands have really come along. You know, they're a lot better than people would say about their. That sentence is making no sense. You used to always hear about their 1911s, how they were functional, but they weren't. Fit and finish wasn't good. They're kind of rattly, and it seems like they've really worked on making a better product.
That actually is part of the key. If you don't want to spend a lot of time building a 1911, you build them loose, and it's got looser tolerance, and it'll feed most of the time. It's the tighter ones that don't get worked on that jam all the time.
Yeah, I'm seeing the STK 100 for like 406.49 at this one site.
So MCK is asking, did Georgia get constitutional carry? They did pass it, and here in Indiana, passed House and Senate. That's the last that I heard when I looked it up earlier today.
Ohio's is awaiting the governor. If he doesn't veto it, it'll be law here soon.
And from what I heard, you had enough votes to get past the veto if you need to. Vote again.
I'm not sure. But then again, I highly doubt that he'll veto it.
Yeah, Connecticut is facing some really bad legislation, anti-gun legislation. I forget what all it was, but it was a lot of awful.
They're trying to use Dayton as an excuse to not pass constitutional carry, but I fail to see how requiring a permit to carry a firearm would have stopped Dayton.
Oh, they don't care about that. They used the mass shooting in Washington, where a guy used a 10-round Marlin Model 60 to kill 5 people. They used that to get rid of the high-capacity, quote-unquote, magazines here.
I didn't even know
didn't
you
use
could
them.
get 10-round Marlins.
Or
I-
no, a 1022. My bad.
Oh, yeah, the Marlin Model 60. I didn't know I was like, wait, those are like
They're too
14, 15, so many rounds. Well, that 1022 you used, you can still get 25 round mags for that in Washington, can't you? Or 22 long
moment.
rifle exempt?
for a couple more months.
Oh, so they didn't even exclude rimfire?
Nothing.
What there is, God, now I can never
Everything
keep
but
straight
tube fed.
I can never keep straight what was in the original bill and what was in the bill that was passed, because there was lever action and tube fed 22 that were exempt.
Yeah, so if you had like a 12 shot, 38 special, lever action, that's fine.
I'd like rimfire lever actions a little more if it was feasible to put a loading gate on them.
Can you imagine how much a pain in the ass a loading gate for a 22 long rifle would be?
Yeah,
You'd
probably
have to have really
pretty
small
rough.
fingers.
And MCK, don't worry about it. I'm getting pretty good at interpreting what people are typing. Sergeant Joe Smith, they've got a whole lot of freedom where he's at. DJ Play Nice is saying there's 2 more rounds for amendments before theirs passes in Nebraska, their constitutional carry. M. Gabriel saying Georgia has 2 different bills passed. They have to decide or reconcile. So they have to figure out if they want to pass one or the other or make them the same. Something like that.
Yeah, they did that here too. They had one that started in the House and one that started in the Senate. I forget which one is going to the governor's desk. I think it's a House. No, it's a Senate bill, I think, here.
And Telos is out there. Good morning. Doop. Oh. So,
And I posted that link for you, DJ.
so yeah, there's a link for the Connecticut Citizens Defense League. So if you're in Connecticut, check them out.
And Guns and Barbecue has an atrocious interview you should definitely not watch. But there's one that got recorded on the other channel that you should. So go find that video, and they talk about Connecticut gun laws. But yeah, his version had a humongous echo for like a half an hour feedback loop.
MCK saying, wish we would see an overwhelming amount of offensive moves by we the people. Space
Force?
force them to compromise. I think the space is. He might be doing voice to text. Maybe it said space, and it is. I think it's we the people force them to compromise, as we have been doing for a long time. I'm going to agree with you. I think yeah. The gun community is, usually counterpunching, and they're definitely making headway with all the states now. There's 22 bordering on 23, 24 with constitutional carry. Almost half the states now are going to be constitutional carry states.
I'm happy for him, but it's a little depressing. I feel like the kid locked indoors, looking outside, watching everyone play.
Yeah. So, there's been negatives, but there's definitely been positives. So
I am slightly annoyed that they, if I remember right, they gutted our constitutional carry bill to keep it illegal to carry knives.
yeah, there was a knife bill that was they've been trying to pass for a couple of years now. Washington has kind of goofy knife laws to allow spring assisted, so I can buy a switchblade.
Oh yeah, here technically you can't carry a pencil in your pocket under the laws we have here.
A pencil? They afraid of John Wick? What's going on in Ohio?
Well, the way the law is worded, anything that could be used as a deadly weapon is illegal to carry concealed.
M. Gabriel saying Connecticut gun bench discusses Connecticut gun laws. So if you have interest in what's going on in Connecticut, check them out.
It's Ohio, M. Gabriel.
Brooke Cheney. Check out her feed for the Guns and Barbecue interview. They simulcast them. They simulcasted on both their channels, and Guns and Barbecue had technical difficulties. So Brooks is a better feed.
I felt a little bad for her because the entire time she was hearing herself echo in her headphones, so she couldn't. Do you know what I'm talking about? When that happens, when it's got a delayed echo and you can't think when you're talking? Yeah. But she did a good job.
I can't think when I'm talking without the echo.
Let's see. Let's do. Well, we've got a little break. Maybe we'll do this one. A word from our sponsor.
When it comes to building tough, dependable cars at America's most affordable prices, Yugo leads the way. Others are trying to follow but can't match Yugo's reliability for the price. Now Yugo leads with a 4-year, 40,000-mile warranty. And for 1 year or 12,000 miles, all you pay for is the gas. That's peace of mind. That's confidence. That's Yugo. For your nearest dealer, call 1-800-USA-YUGO. Yugo, committed to building the toughest, most dependable cars a little money can buy.
Yes, Yugo. The company didn't go out of business. The country did.
My left ear really wants to buy a Yugo now.
Oh, it was only sound in the left ear. I've only got the right earbud in. I thought there was no sound.
No, there was. I didn't have mine on either. I'm like, there's no audio on this.
Yes, Sergeant Joe Smith, you can open carry pencils here. But we also don't have any preemption on knife laws, so jurisdictions can ban the carry of certain knives at all, like Cincinnati and Akron, I think, have laws specifically. Cleveland, maybe.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's a really weirdly worded law, but it's vague on purpose.
So is it like any knife? Like I got a little tiny pocket folder, illegal.
Anything that could feasibly kill someone, or anything that physically could, is not legal to carry concealed.
That's a terrible law.
It is, but the one exemption to it is a handgun. If you have a permit here. I just find it silly that they didn't get rid of some of the archaic things with the law here.
Yeah, I hope we don't have... Do we have anything like that here? I can't think of anything.
I wasn't listening. Sorry, I was typing.
Like just a super broad stroke law that bans anything that could be used as a deadly weapon.
Oh no, we don't have anything like that here. It's all either super broad gun law or super broad knife law, but not.
Am I
nothing
misremembering
banning
that
everything?
Sharon said, what was it, last week, that like if there was a knife that was longer than your driver's license or shorter, it was illegal? Wasn't that us?
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't.
I've never heard of that
familiar
before.
with that either. I put out a poll there. Should we do a giveaway? Yes, I love free stuff. No, I hate free stuff. Or you're just trying to buy our love.
Everyone loves a poll.
I guess with that law, you just want to get a bigger driver's license.
Yeah.
Gunmetal guy is saying he watched a YouTube video on places to move. Washington State was near the top. I guess a prospective relocator should watch these gun chats. It's economy-wise, yes. You know, we have a pretty good economy in Washington.
A lot of good tech jobs.
Yeah. It's just kind of way left-leaning, so it's a restrictive state.
I have an idea how to fix that. We just have to convince all the people that voted conservative in California to move up into Oregon and Washington and leave behind their liberal family members. Because there was like 7 million in California. And I think we're only down like 700,000. So if we just had 1 million move in, we'd flip the state red. I mean, we got good jobs here. Home value is good. So I don't know. The only downsides are the people that live here and the
housing
laws.
market is crazy.
Yeah. But if you're coming from California,
Oh,
you're still going to get a better deal here.
yeah.
We're just going to price everyone out that lives here. We won't be able to pay our own property tax anymore. Bought a house for 150,000 and it's worth 500. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. We just got our property taxes, and I forget how much. We bought this place about 5 years ago, and I can't remember what it said they're valuing it now, but it's gone up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when the 2008 crash happened, our house went down like 47% in value.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I'll go ahead and end the poll because there's 6 votes and there's only 6 people out there, according to the YouTubes.
2 of them are you and me.
Well, I'm not. I'm on the analytics side, so I don't think that shows up.
Yeah, I'm not in the chat either.
Oh, it's just me.
But 66% said yes, they love free stuff. 33% said you're just trying to buy our love, and nobody voted no.
Sounds like we got a lot of communists out there.
So let me put type in the side chat, type hashtag sleepy. We'll let it run for a little while and then we'll do a drawing.
Yeah, we're already 10 minutes over.
I look down. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Oh yeah. The time.
Yeah.
We switched over.
It happened. We didn't even notice. So what were we talking about? Knife laws?
Yeah.
Too long, too short? What would be dumber? That would probably be what we have here. Whichever one's the dumbest. So it'd probably
Well-
be illegal to have a knife that's too short. Right?
Yeah. I don't know. There's our knife law is kind of ambiguous because it's illegal to carry a knife in a threatening way. So, what does that mean? If someone sees you carrying a knife and they feel threatened, is that enough to be carrying in a threatened way?
Well,
Right.
I mean, you do that in Seattle, they're just going to shoot you. That's a
That
proven
law
fact.
sounds like I don't know. That sounds like that law definitely had some racial intent behind it.
Because there's a guy that I see on a regular basis. Oh, I haven't seen him in a while, but he'll have
Cops got him.
a Bowie knife, something about the size of a buck knife, a machete, and sometimes another knife.
Does he make totem poles or something?
I think he wants to be prepared. Echo's reloading chamber. Good morning.
Is it not? Is it less threatening if you put it in like a poofy sheath?
Fur covered sheath with googly eyes on it?
Yeah.
Echo was asking what's going on here. There's no topic for tonight. Just whatever anybody wants to talk about. We'll talk about it.
We're doing our best to ignore the world.
Yeah.
Well, theoretically, I carry a buck 110, so not sure if that's illegal or not. Theoretically,
Yeah.
but I figure if they're searching me, I've already done something wrong. So, what's it matter?
They did pass a modification to our carry law here, though. You're allowed to carry a knife as long as it's not carried for the purpose of self-defense.
That's half the reason to carry a knife.
It's like a butter knife would be okay.
So I carry box cutter because everything I get's in the mail. Anytime I get flour or beans or something, I mail order it. So I need a box cutter.
Uh-oh. Sorry to hear that, Echo. But if you type hashtag sleepy out there, I'm doing a giveaway. Maybe that'll help cheer you up a little bit.
Sorry for laughing. Nice segue, though.
And if anybody uses a Lee 3-hole reloading press, let me know. I've got an extra turret, and I've got a 4-hole press, and so I can't really use it. You can get conversion pieces to make this work, but I don't want to make it work. So if somebody can use this, let me know. You can email me at untacticalfoss@gmail.com. I'll send it out to you. So somebody.
So, what would that be good for?
Reloading.
Well, like the 3, so you can.
Oh, it probably doesn't have a. If you don't use a seating, not a seating die, crimper. If you're not using like the crimper, then you don't need 3.
Gotcha.
But I've had it, I don't know, a year because I bought the 3-hole on accident and forgot to return it.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad about that. I never return shit. If I buy something wrong, I just keep it and buy another one. Plus, I always do restocking fees now.
Yeah.
I'd rather sell it on eBay.
I don't know. I'm not good about selling stuff. I have sold stuff to get rid of it, but I'd rather just give it to somebody who can use it. Meta Tupperware saying Ohio is also working on knife preemption currently. They'd be the 13th or 14th state to have it. Currently, there's a stupid patchwork in place that has gotten a lot of people in trouble over the years.
Yeah, what was it Honda said? He never carries a knife because whenever he needs one, there's one around him.
I haven't heard him say that. I don't carry a knife either. I don't have my car keys out here. I've got the little thing that it's like a little multi-tool, but it looks like a key. It's hinged, so it opens up. It's got a knife, a screwdriver, bottle opener, and I've had that for probably at least 15 years. And it's not, you definitely can't do stuff like just a lock blade knife would be able to do, but it's done everything I've needed, and it's gone everywhere you would not be able to take your knife because it looks like a key.
Yeah, I have one of those ones that look like a bullet that's got a knife inside of it, but I don't keep that on my keys.
I guess Honda said it last night. Yeah, I didn't see his chat last night.
He almost cut himself. Was he drunk?
High, probably high.
That's a
and
good
drunk.
one. Yeah.
Gunmetal guy said he used to carry a knife on the job until one of the guys got hassled by a customer and pulled his knife on the customer. That was an interesting day. Sounds like it.
I don't think I've ever had anyone pull a knife on me. Have you?
I've had a couple
You had
people try,
A
but
machete, wasn't it?
once you've got that sleeper hold locked in, and they start reaching for their pockets, you clamp down on them and tell them, that if they don't stop, they're going to wake up tomorrow. And that usually takes care of that.
I had someone threaten me with a hammer in the hardware store. That was fun.
Really?
Yeah, homeless guy.
Echo saying he can carry a gun or a knife in Florida with a concealed weapons permit. However, if you go to Georgia, you cannot carry the knife. It only covers firearms with the I'm guessing that's a reciprocity. I had a homeless guy threaten to set me on fire once. I pulled out his lighter and started flicking it.
Were you like filling up your car with gas or?
No, I was at work.
Okay.
Yeah, Tupperware saying Honda was both high and drunk.
Yeah, working loss prevention at night at a store, it gets real interesting.
Oh. So we've got 5 entries. I'll give it a couple more minutes.
I probably shouldn't enter. It'd be a conflict of interest, wouldn't it?
Nope. You're free to enter. Go ahead and enter. It's open to everyone. Because I use the StreamYard giveaway tool, and we all watch it happen. So it's all on up and up.
I think I entered once when I said I would double the giveaway if I won. But generally, it's just me and Foss that don't enter. Everyone else is fine.
DJ saying had a homeless guy try and light the front of his car.
Homeless people sure are entertaining.
Gunmetal guy is saying it caused a full ban on pepper spray, knives, monkey balls, anything that can be used for self-defense, but they won't provide any replacements. Yeah, the owner where I work offered to give me pepper spray, and I don't remember if it was pepper spray or mace, but I just told him, yeah, it's just going to stink up the joint. I'd rather keep my hands free.
I convinced homeless guy that I was deaf so that he would leave me alone.
How'd you do it? Did you start signing at him?
Yeah. I don't know how to sign either, so it was.
Well, apparently he didn't either.
You'd be surprised how many people fake it. You see was it Obama? Had that guy that didn't know what he was doing, just
Yeah, something
doing
like that.
gibberish next to him. It turned out he had a record. They just let him. Yeah.
All right, let's go over here and we'll.
I think I'd rather have an extendable baton than a pepper spray.
So we've got 6 entries. Let me make sure. Yep. Okay. And the winner is Gunmetal Guy. Hey, I think I still have your address. I should still have your address. So I will load a bunch of stuff in a box and send it to you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
What was that one movie where someone had a picture of Nelson Mandela framed on the table, and someone said, "Is that Morgan Freeman?" What movie was that?
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the movie.
Yeah,
When did he die? Mandela. Isn't
Well,
that
apparently
the
it was
thing?
It was sometime after everybody thought he died.
Yeah. What is it? We're going into frog territory here, but wasn't the theory that we're like in a alternate universe with memories from a different universe or something? Was that the idea?
I don't know.
And it was the Berenstein and Berenstein bears. There was some other stuff, but
He died in 2013.
yeah, that doesn't make sense. Next, we're going to find out Morgan Freeman died in the 80s. right?
I don't know. I hadn't heard that Andrew Cuomo's mother had a framed picture of Castro.
Which Castro? Is it the Canadian one?
El Castro, the pitcher. Fidel.
If I ever have a storefront, I need to Photoshop myself shaking hands with someone outlandish.
If it's a gun store, don't use Ronald Reagan.
Well, it's 50-50 on Reagan.
Yeah, I had someone comment, told me I should be ashamed of myself for making Reagan jokes. I'm like, I don't know if this guy's pro-Reagan or anti-Reagan, but I'm pissing off a lot of people here.
Yeah. I saw the one comment said, when did Reagan get the TikTok robot voice?
Excuse me. I think we'll try and eke out another half hour, maybe go 2 hours.
Yeah, if you got topics out there you want us to talk about that aren't super depressing, we're open to suggestions.
Gunmetal guy saying if you see me in a photo with old Joe, to say a prayer, because obviously he's been kidnapped. You're probably okay with Joe. It's Hillary. If you're in the picture with Hillary, then you're in trouble. They ask Hillary what happened to Gunmetal guy, and she says, I don't know. He fell down on some bullets.
Yeah, I was messing around with face swapping. I put Joe Biden's head on Hillary's body. It looked the same, is the creepy part.
So is he a lizard person too?
I don't know, but they go to the same skin doctor.
So what do you guys got going on for later today?
Well, later today I'm going to do that report on routing tables and cam tables and stuff.
The stuff that I didn't have any clue what you were talking about stuff.
Boring stuff.
I'm going to be working on injecting a game into a ROM for a Nintendo Switch for my nephew. So I got to do that.
What game?
Well, if it was legal, I would tell you. So it's definitely a homebrew. I made the game myself. I'm totally legal. That's a side tangent. Why is Nintendo so dumb?
Later, Gabriel.
They have
Ye-
all these great games and they don't sell them.
They don't sell them. Well, maybe there's a reason they make their hardware so easily cracked. Like, didn't someone have the Switch cracked like the day it came out?
Not sure. But the Switch was what do you call it? It was flaw in the hardware, so you couldn't patch it. So
If
every
that-
single Switch sold from the beginning all the way till when they did the hardware fix is hackable.
That's pretty nice. Well, if anyone in the chat is super into, the old NES games, stuff like that, the Mr. FPGA, I'm gonna buy one someday. It's basically a little transforming circuit board. So physically, it's identical to, say, an NES or Sega Genesis, those sorts of things. So you don't get the same glitches and stuff that you would with emulation. You can plug it right into a tube TV. Use
That's
the original controllers.
I thought about buying a Switch just because I really enjoy Zelda. That's the only reason I bought the Wii U, was so I could continue playing Zelda. But I don't know. I just feel like I'm too old for it now.
That is a problem. You sit down and you're like 10 minutes in, you're like, is this what I want to do with my life?
I still want to play it though. I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild.
The only thing that gets me now is nostalgia. I don't really play new games.
Yeah, with the Wii U, or not the Wii U, the Wii, was that on the Wii? The Wii Store, where you could download some of the old games, was nice. Like the old Marios, the original Marios,
Oh yeah,
Super
what was it called?
Marios.
The
The
virtual store?
Classic
What was
Shop or something. Virtual Console, I think that's what they call
Yeah.
it.
You could buy like Ocarina of Time and play that,
That's
right?
that's the one that got me into Zelda. I didn't like Legend of Zelda, the original ones. I thought were kind of boring. I was more of a button masher kind of player. But Ocarina of Time, with the kind of open world, really changed the way I viewed the game and kind of kicked off me liking it.
Yeah, that was the first one I played. Great game. So supposedly, the what is it called? Nintendo Switch Online. You can play an emulated version. But you got to pay like, what was it? $50 a year or something? $40 a year?
I've tried their emulation thing. It's the same problem you have with emulation every time, is it's got a little bit of lag. It's just enough to get annoying.
It would be nice. I still have my copy of the cartridge. It'd be cool if you could scan the serial code on the back and they just gave you a free copy. Like, yeah, you already own it. Here you go.
Yeah, I did that with Blizzard for Diablo 2. You just type in your CD key, they give you the download for free.
Yeah, exactly. But no, they're greedy. Well, I'll keep the language polite, but not a fan of Nintendo.
There's definitely not places where you can download entire sets. of cartridge ROMs. There's definitely don't do that.
Yeah. That's what pisses me off. They're asking for it. They won't sell it to you.
They're all asking for it, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's not going to get taken out of context and clipped. They won't sell it to me, and they're asking for it. Yeah. But yeah, it's stupid. And then you got people making fan versions of the remakes. Then they'll send their lawyers in and shut it down.
Oh yeah, like I sent you that Super Mario 64 port. They do better. The fans do a better job than Nintendo does of porting their stuff.
Yep. What's going on over there? I mean, they're getting paid. What the fuck are they doing? Excuse my language. It drives me nuts. I mean, they're sitting on IP. They don't have to do anything. Just sell it.
Well, there's one time so they had like a pre-download, and then you could just play the game as soon as it released. And someone was streaming it when it came out. They sent them a takedown notice because they just completely forgot about time zones and thought someone was playing it early.
God.
They had to take their video down. It was pretty funny.
Does Nintendo still own Safeco Field?
Yeah, I think they still do have majority interest in the team. Which that, setting apart whether the whole, public paying for the stadiums and stuff. They saved baseball for Seattle. They were going to leave. And then the owner of Nintendo said, well, I'll throw in some money and we'll keep the team here.
Yeah, we lost the Supersonics. When was that?
Son of a bitch. Can't remember what year, but that.
Who would have thought we'd lose our basketball team and gain a soccer team?
So,
how the hell that happened?
2008.
2008. Hell, we even got a hockey team now.
Yeah, and I don't know, because I was a big Sonics fan. Mariners were number one. Baseball was number one for me. Sonics was number two, and then Seahawks were number three. And
yep, same.
I was pissed when they left, and then pissed that Oklahoma, they claim the Sonics history. Well, it's not. It was Seattle's history. The ESPN did top however many ranked players for Oklahoma, and it was all Seattle Sonics. It's not Oklahoma's history.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, at the point when they left, I had kind of soured on basketball just because it's not. They don't dribble anymore. You look at LeBron James. He's a very talented person who doesn't dribble. And he's allowed to not dribble, and it's not really basketball anymore. So I don't watch any basketball. I didn't watch baseball or football. Watched a little bit of the Kraken, the hockey team. Just
it's a good name.
To kind of get an idea of the team. I've I would watch some of the junior hockey stuff from Spokane, the Indians. Um, now and again, when it was on. But I haven't watched a lot of professional sports in the last couple of years.
Did you check out the Super Bowl?
No, my sister has worked the last couple Super Bowls. But no, the last
I don't even know who won.
one I watched was last one the Seahawks were in. I almost went to it, and I'm really glad I didn't go to it.
We've only won the one, right?
Yep, they've
Yeah.
been 3 times and only have won once.
Well,
But that was the other thing when the Sonics left, they were the only professional team with a championship outside of the Seattle Reign, the women's team, which I'm sorry, doesn't count.
we have women's sports in Washington.
We've had a really good women's basketball team. They have 2 or 3 championships.
Shit, I didn't know
Women's
that.
basketball. So they let the championship team leave.
I pay zero attention to sports.
And I understand the people who not everybody's into sports, and then some people have a problem with the way it is, billionaires getting tax money to pay for the teams and the facilities.
Yeah, that's very valid.
Which I understand, but I still, when I get into watching the competition and then I get into it, then that's just the way it is.
That was probably my bad. I brought up sports. Oops.
No, that's all right. We're talking about whatever anybody wants to talk about, we'll talk about it, even if it's bad.
Are they still called the Supersonics?
No, they
In
are the
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma Thunder.
Okay. Yeah.
And apart from Snob, the Gun Snob, is there any other people in Oklahoma that I know? Apart from anybody in Oklahoma that I might know, fuck Oklahoma.
Completely off-topic question. Have either of you played cowboy action shooting before?
In real
No.
life?
Yeah.
No.
One of the ranges around here does cowboy action shooting.
Yeah, there's a club nearby me that has cowboy action shoots, but I really like to get into it, but the money to get into it, you need 2 single action revolvers, time period correct shotgun, and a lever action.
Well,
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's expensive.
there's a lot of those like lever actions. They have short throws, and they're those guns are not period correct, you can say. They're designed for speed. I don't know
Yeah. The
I don't
rules
know
are
if
kind of
there's-
weird.
I don't know if there's different places that allow different modifications, but it
Usually
just doesn't
it's
seem right.
usually you need a lever action, 2 single action revolvers, and then either a double barrel shotgun without ejectors or a 1987 clone 1897, excuse me.
DJ saying I really don't dig on expansion teams, and just to touch on the sports ball, Yeah, the one problem with expansion teams is you take this pool of talent and you broaden it, and you've got, if you look at it like a pyramid, starting out with youth sports being the largest base in the period, as you move up, um, that talent narrows. So there's the cream of the crop is there's less and less as you move up, and then pro sports would be the very top, and there's a relatively few pro athletes that are the top best players. So when you have only a few teams, everybody's good. And when you add expansion teams, it gives more cities more teams, but you're expanding that pool where not everybody is that, you know, A1 talent. So you have to bring in some of the guys who are good, but not great. So the overall quality of the product can go down.
Yeah. Does Rhode Island need a team? Or can they just root for the Patriots? So what are we talking about? Cowboy action shooting?
Oh yeah, back to SAS. Getting
Yeah,
SAS.
I never had the money to do the whole kit.
Do you guys remember that video I shared of the dude using the 1897?
And he was doing over the top
Yeah,
during
it
that
was.
time, right?
Yeah, it was pretty fast. I was surprised. Maybe someday I'll get courageous and try that out with my Mossberg.
Yeah, I've never tried that. But supposedly it's a lot faster than loading 6 in the tube and then shooting 6.
I should probably get a shorter barrel for my shotgun.
Hacksaw and a file. Go ahead.
I have
And a
one of
tight
those.
lip.
I have one of those 24-inch smoothbore slug barrels. So really, it's just a general all-around. Either put slugs in it or shot. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, you can do anything you want with it. Just keep your mouth shut.
Do you remember when I hacked mine down? You guys were like, "Did you measure it?" I was like, "No."
Let's
See,
see.
I want to
That's
measure it.
that-
Oh, that's fine.
what did I just say?
It's over the limit.
I've always wanted to hack down a black powder weapon just so the keyboard warriors would bother me about it. Because NFA rules don't apply to muzzleloaders.
Well, if you want to get bad comments, just make a statement about anything, and you get bad comments. You know the short I did with my dog when I told the bad joke with my dog?
Yeah,
You got a
Somebody
thumbs
got
down.
mad.
Somebody thumbed it down.
that wasn't me. I swear.
I think there's one person who goes through and thumbs down, because I went back, was looking at analytics today, and there's a few videos which don't seem to be, they're not controversial in any way, but they get a thumbs down.
I wonder if I could guess which videos those are. Because there was a time when I would say, if you got to the end of the video, give us a thumbs down so we know you actually watched it.
Yeah, I couldn't remember which ones you said that on.
Me neither. It should be obvious, though. Like, if you got like 7 thumbs down.
No, there's for the most part, outside of a couple videos, it'll be 1 to 3 thumbs down. ones with the biggest ones are the kind of the meme ones that I did that went viral.
Yeah, that was
Those-
crazy.
Yeah, one of them has 380 thumbs down, and then I forget what the other one was. But there, 380, and then there's like 7,000 thumbs up. So
Is that the Biden pooped his pants one or the Kamala hackling,
it's one of those two.
cackling, not hackling? Must be 4 a.m.
Well, I understood what you meant.
Yeah, I think the worst ratio I have is 60% like to dislike.
I can't get dislikes if I don't have videos up.
That is true.
I would still like you to see you do videos because you've got a lot of knowledge, and I think it would be good if you would could share that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, formulate what a digestible format would be for some of the things I want to talk about. That, and I can't really use any of my firearms as examples because it's not legal to possess them in my current residence. So
Yeah, looking at my analytics, I can't remember what's where. But it was for my lifetime stats, 853,000 views.
oh, from the analytics side, you can still see dislikes even though YouTube's hiding them, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm the only one that gets to see the dislikes.
It was
So-
to protect us, the creators, but they're still showing us how many people hate us.
Well, it's the
Shame us into making better content.
no to stop the piling on. I think
That's half the fun.
just so everybody else can't see when somebody's getting ratioed, unless you have the add-on for I forget which browser, which will allow you to see dislikes again.
Yeah, they really didn't think that through. All the clickbait videos, there's no way to tell. Bad tutorials, no way to tell. They totally screwed us over.
Yeah, definitely with what I'm doing, it's super annoying to find a video and it's completely wrong or outdated for when it's made.
Yeah, and you only find out when you're 2 hours in.
Yeah.
But the largest audience is still 55 to 64 years old.
Unless
mine
there's
is.
some children out on YouTube watching you, probably your youngest viewer.
Oh, it is interesting when you get into the analytics and stuff to see like different countries, percentages from different countries.
Yeah, I got viewers from India. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, computer's being a little laggy on this here. But the U.S.
No
I can
shit.
share it.
My largest demographic is 25 to 34.
So hopefully I'm not sharing.
I did not
anything that's
expect
gonna
that.
Get me hacked. But I don't know. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Can you? But you can see, the U.S. is the largest, and then UK, Canada, Australia, South Africa, India, Germany, Philippines, Ireland, New Zealand, Netherlands, Mexico, Sweden, Brazil, Italy, Poland, Spain, Portugal, Finland, Norway, surprising. Well, YouTube is worldwide, but
Watch
Uh,
YouTube get mad at you for this and delete your account.
it's just surprising to see that so many different people have stumbled across the garbage I put out and watched at least some of it.
I have 11 viewers from Germany.
But yeah, you can. The Biden one is the top one. Video, it's 411.
Oops, I crapped my pants.
And then the Kamala is the second with 352, and then it drops way, way down.
How do you do on gender? I got 12% female.
Oh, yeah, I think when I looked earlier, I think it was 11%. And then it's like 20 seconds of viewing time. So those 11% don't watch for very long. Yeah, I can't remember where the likes and dislikes are. This one,
Probably under
there's
videos.
the gender. So,
Well, you got me beat.
13% female. Average view duration 17 seconds. Part of that is
seconds or minutes.
seconds. That's because those two meme videos are only one's like 17 and one's like 20 seconds, which throws off all your analytics.
Oh,
But
yeah, because if you got 500,000 views and they only watch 17 seconds, it's going to bring
The
your average
other
down.
kind of crazy thing is those were both, about 20 seconds long, and I had, I forget how many hours of view time it added up to. Let me go back here. Watch hours. So 2,000 hours off basically a 20-second video. And the other one was 14,000 hours off 20 seconds. That's crazy.
That's a lot of impressions you got there.
Yeah, I don't know. The impressions basically means every time it pops up in front of you.
Yeah. It's like a suggested video at the end or on their homepage.
I don't fully understand, does it need to be, I think it needs to be up for a certain amount of time even too. But I don't remember. I asked CloverTac about that. And I forget exactly.
Yeah, he knows all this stuff.
Do you fear looking in the comments section?
What's
I
that?
read all of them.
Oh, I do. I do too. Best part is when you get the hate comments.
I'm kind of scared of what my comment section's gonna look like.
It's. I find it amusing.
Yeah, I've had a few bad comments, but I haven't deleted any.
I think I
Am
deleted.
I responsible for the comments?
You
Is that
can
a thing
be.
with YouTube?
Yeah, because like on our side chat,
I might need to delete some.
if there's some really bad stuff out there, you can get in trouble for it.
Yeah, I definitely need to delete some comments.
Yeah, CRS Firearms had to put his comments section into auto-moderated mode because there was so many people getting his videos strikes because of the things they'd say.
Yeah, I think only ever deleted one, and that was some real hate speech. You know, it wasn't the kind that was directed at me. It's the kind where they're just spamming garbage.
Oh,
I do not know how to do what you're asking me if I do. So probably not. We were messing with audio earlier today.
So we're at 2 hours. I think that's a good place to stop.
And I need to go delete those comments.
So thank you to everybody that was out there. Sorry if I missed any good comments in the last couple minutes while I was looking at my poor analytics. But Candace, you have any parting words?
nope.
All righty.
Should we throw your channel link out or no?
Oh, son of a. Yeah, can you throw whatever you think you should be throwing out there for me?
I can try.
There's 2 links in the description for this. The what 2 did I put? Oh, the Discord. There's one for the Discord, the overnight Discord. You come hang out, post pictures, chit chat.
There's
and
the
then
channel link.
One
For Candace.
Oh, thank you. One for the Washington Civil Rights Association. So if you're in Washington State or interested in what's going on with the gun laws, go ahead and check them out. Really good, and they're on top of everything that's going on. Really active.
Yeah, it might sound bad when you hear what passed. You should have seen what we beat.
Yeah, stuff
We
that
beat
we're
like
probably
99% of the bills. Only 3 got through.
And the 3 that got through, a lot of the really egregious stuff was taken out of them.
Yeah. Could have been much worse.
But so I appreciate everybody that came and hung out with us tonight. It was just kind of a bullshit session, you know. Oh, is there anything else I'm missing? 'Cause I know this is all stuff I was supposed to say earlier and I forgot.
No, I think we're good.
All right. Well, just
Enjoy
remember.
your Sunday.
Yeah. Hope everybody has a good Sunday. And remember, it's up to you to protect your family, protect yourself. And I forgot even what my stupid saying was. I was going to try. So let me call up. Hope everybody has a great Sunday. Don't forget to change your clocks.
You still here? It's over. Go home.